Following the left-hand path is to dive deep into the abyss of subconscious. This is why understanding our darkest desires are extremely important. We all have it, but we never discuss it. We push it away from ourselves. But these deep desires control our lives. We must understand them. And don't think only you have them. Everybody does. There was a Russian Tsar named Ivan the Terrible, who used to throw puppies from the terrace of his castle. He loved to watch them scream and die. A Roman king tortured his slaves to death because he loved to see their pain. And just think of the torture Nazis did during the Holocaust. We like to think that these are some demons. No, they're not demons, they're humans. They simply had the power to exercise their darkest desires. Most people do not, so we appear normal. Once in the news I saw a man try to crush his wife and the man she was having an affair with by his car. The girl survived, but the man died. The whole incident was caught on street camera. You think this is just one random incident? No, so many people want to do this to those who they think is cheating on them. And I saw the comments on the news video. A large number was defending the man who committed the act, because deep down, they want to do it too. There was a case where a woman was raped by 3 men and then burned alive. Now the whole country was asking for justice. But do you know that the very next day, a vast number of people went to porn sites and searched for this incident? They were hoping the rapists made a video and uploaded it. Now you might think these are just some horrible people. But let me tell you, many of these people are the same ones who are asking for justice on Twitter. We show our one face to the public, and our true face, we keep it to ourselves. Now, none of these are isolated random incidents. We always push them away by thinking like this. The truth is, we all have such desires. In left-hand path, we'll never shun them away. We stand face to face with them, understand their nature, where they originate and where they go, and leave them as they are. This is what is meant by acceptance. It is not acting upon them, it is to understand them. For example, let's take the most common phenomenon of jealousy and how that man tried to crush his own wife. What does it mean to accept jealousy? We, especially us men, want to force our own rule upon others. We want to make the whole world ours. Now, of course, we can't, but we can take control of just one person. We really can't do that either, but at least we can try. This person can be wife, husband, children, or anybody we identify ourselves with. Now, when this person who we think belongs to us goes to another man or woman, there is jealousy. And your entire so-called love turns into hate instantly. Years of love took 1 second to become hate. What wonderful transformation! To accept it means to just observe this whole drama within yourself or others. To resist it means you are now fighting it. You think it is bad, so you try to get rid of it. And the more you resist, the more it'll persist. There's another kind of acceptance. I call it worldly acceptance, where you just accept it as normal and let it take control of yourself. You think jealousy, hate is totally fine and justifiable. It is totally fine to want to kill the person you loved for so many years. This is not the acceptance I'm talking about here. Acceptance in the left-hand path means to just observe. Observe and analyze the whole thing without making any judgment about it being good or evil. It is part of the world. It can be gross, but it is still part of the world. If you want to know more about this, I suggest you read Robert Greene's books. His books may make you feel like a psychopath, but it's all real. We need not act upon them, but we have to accept it as part of the world and understand them. Once we understand this, our actions become natural, because otherwise it might mean doing nothing. If we see someone being tortured right in front, will we not do anything and just let happen? Of course not, because then you're not accepting unacceptance. Resistance is also natural, so that too is accepted. Our job is to observe this world and then act with total awareness. We must know why we are doing what we are doing. Nothing is forbidden, but no corner of the subconscious must remain unlit and unexplored. This is the left-hand path.